Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. We're doing a series of spotlights on remarkable experts from across the country and in your town. And joining me on this segment is a gentleman I've known for many, many years, probably dating back to 2008, and he's an expert in holistic herbalism and nutrition, and his name is Marc Haygood. Marc, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Mark. Been a long time.
Marc, so tell everyone about your company, Ancestral Medicinals, and specifically who are the types of folks that you help?
Okay, Ancestral Medicinals, we carry, many products, natural products, but we specialize in detoxification. And we typically cater to those people who wants to be more healthy, who wants to be proactive on their health, or people looking to change and want to be more healthy.
What are those folks that are looking for this type of holistic or herbal remedies? What are their number one challenges? Like, what brought them to this point?
Well, a lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are overweight. And now with the times that we live in, people are seeking alternatives because people are very unhappy with conventional medicine because they don't focus on nutrition. They don't focus on the internal environment of how to keep yourself healthy. They're all focused on the external environment.
That makes a lot of sense. What are some of the myths or misconceptions that people have about it that have kept them from trying anything herbal or holistic before? What are some of the things that have been bringing them to medicine?
Well, one of the things is it's just tradition. Most people trust doctors. Most people, generations have been doing that. And so what happens is because people are so used to it, when you say alternative, people, it has a negative stigma. And so now, though, because with the exploding hospitals and with people being frustrated with what's going on with COVID and all the things, now people are now kind of frustrated. People are frustrated. There are many people not only sick, but there's overweight. Obesity is the number one challenge in our country right now. Almost 70%.
So what does that mean? So let's take that, obesity as an example. What are some things that people can do herbally that can help reduce obesity as opposed to medicine?
One of the things is the thing about herbal and natural, we focus on prevention. We focus on don't wait until you have the problem. Okay, that's the key. But then once the problem is there, you have to change your lifestyle. So it's not just about taking a pill. It's not just about taking a shot. It's like you have to change your whole lifestyle. So including your mindset, because a lot changes is tough for people. People like to stay where they are. And so the number one challenge for me, for people, is to change the mindset that it's not just take a pill or, do a Zumba class.
Speaking of that, what are some of the mistakes people make? Because, like you said, they think that they could just take a pill and magically everything goes away, whether it's herbs or medication, um, uh, or just take a Zumba class. What are some other mistakes that people make that may keep them from reaching their goals?
I think probably one of the biggest things is we expect results yesterday. So we live in get rich quick, get healthy overnight. We want to, we take a pill for 1 day or 2 days, and we want magic, overnight. And also the other thing is including nutrition with it. So a lot of times people do detoxes, but they don't change their diet. And that is very tough for people to want to be able to change. So for instance, typically with our detox, you have to eat an alkaline diet, which is fruits and vegetables. And people are so used to eating heavy foods. People are so used to the things that they're doing. So to give that up for a week, 2 weeks, or 30 days has been tough for people.
The Detox, as you mentioned, is that like one of your most popular programs? And for the folks listening that may not have really been familiar with Detox, what does that do for people?
So the term detoxification, well, most of us subscribe to toxins are causing a lot of our problems. So the word detox means ridding of toxins. And so once you are proactive. It's just I call it spring and fall cleaning. So imagine if you went and didn't do your spring cleaning. They have spring cleanup week, and that is so things don't get overburdened. So our typical detox is to really, really flush your system, and your liver is your main detoxification organ. So we focus not just on the liver, but the whole body. So the liver, the kidneys, the blood, the skin, lymphatic. So it's basically a reset for your body.
That makes a lot of sense. So is that like pretty much one of the first places that you recommend people start with when they begin herbalism?
Absolutely. You especially people who's looking to get healthy, people changing their diet, people that's chronic problems, chronic fatigue, obesity, people that catch colds and flus easy. That is a great place to start because people will call me, like, for instance, if they have some type of ailment, they have some type of high blood pressure. Well, do you have some high blood pressure? And my typical thing for people is to reset your system, clean your system out, change your diet for a couple of weeks. Because a lot of times, just in changing your diet and flushing your system out, things will kind of reset themselves automatically.
I got to tell you, Mark, I haven't seen you in so long, and we've probably known each other for going on 14 years now, and you look exactly the same. So whatever you're doing, detox or whatever, it's working. Like you're a living, breathing specimen of it. And speaking of that, Mark, when we met in 2008, you were already doing ancestral medicinals for a long time. Tell us, like, what inspired you to get into it to begin with, and how'd you get started and spreading the word and helping others?
Well, it was two things. One thing is my ex-wife at the time, she had what was called a cyst on the ovaries. And we went to the doctor, they gave her antibiotics, and it would just go away and come back, go away and come back. And so I was inspired to read a lot about detoxing. And basically we put on a 30-day detox. And that fibroid had come, I mean, not, I'm sorry, that cyst around the ovaries came out in the toilet. And it was black and had a bunch of maggots and mold, and it looked disgusting. And so that was and we had been going to the doctor for like 5 years with no success. It was temporary success. And once this process happened and it came out in the toilet, it was like she had no more problems. And so that kind of inspired me. Like I didn't half know what I was doing, but the fact that I was able to do something just researching and doing it on my own really, really inspired me.
Wow, that's
And then
that's amazing.
the second thing was just living where I live. If you can see, living in the country. So living around plants, living in a natural environment really, really inspired me and motivated me to kind of do this for a living.
So what's it like working with you, Mark? Like if folks are listening right now and are interested in the detox, and I know you have a lot of local clients, but you also work with folks online.
Yes, yes. So remotely, obviously now because of COVID and everything, and people are scared to, gather because used to have detox classes and things like that in person. So now I'm doing a lot of remote councils and we're actually doing a lot of electronic, correspondence. And of course, we still definitely do phone and Zoom also.
Terrific. For folks listening now that could definitely use your help and want to connect with you, how do they find you, connect with you, and learn more?
Well, one thing is we're doing a free council, a 15-minute council for the first 10 people that can email us or they can go to our website. The website is A as in Apple, M as in Mary, E as in Apple, D as in David, the number one.com. That's amed1.com, and send us a message. Or you can send us a call or a text. Our office number is 708-844-1560.
Mark, this has been terrific, and it sounds like the detox is the first place to start, and sounds relatively easy to get going. I really appreciate you taking the time and sharing with my audience today. It's great catching up with you, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thanks for having me, Mark. I appreciate the shout. Thanks. And then for all those, one other thing I would just like to say, I think that it's very important now in this day and time for us to really, really take responsibility for our health. So we are our own doctors. We have to take responsibility.
Terrific. Marc Haygood, founder of Ancestral Medicinals. And that's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me.
Thanks.